Hello everybody, this is the Math Whiz channel. This is Oliver. We are continuing with our algebra learning and practicing and going through problems. We are working through problems of the Larson textbook. This is the third video of the series, and we are doing lesson 1.1 as previously, and this is practice C. So let's start. All right, so 1 through 13 is evaluate the expressions. So the first problem is 5y when y equals 6. So this is, let me zoom in. We have to substitute 6 for y. Okay, so this is going to be 5 times 6, which is 30. All right, so that's the solution for number 1. And the multiplication table, which is 1 times 1 and 1 to 1 to 1 times 2, 1 times 3, all the way to 1 times 10, and then 2 times 1, 2 times 2, and then all the way to 10 times 1, 10 times 2 to 10 times 10. The multiplication table 1 through 10, I recommend that you guys have to learn by heart, learn it in memory, because you're gonna use it to the rest of your life. I mean, when you go to the store, when you buy stuff, when you have to multiply, let's say you're buying 5 items and item is $5, you have to do 5 times 5. So the multiplication table, there's no other way, you have to memorize it. Okay, so 5 times 6 is 30. All right, next one. 18 minus x when x equals 7. So 18 minus 7, that is 9. Actually, sorry, that's not 9, it's 11. So let's do it here. So 18 minus 7, 8 minus 7 is 1, and then 1 minus nothing is 1, so it's 11. Okay, so it's 11. 11 is the solution for number 2. All right. Number 3, 0.4 times a, where a is 32, so times 32, and that is, so let's do it here on the side. So 0.4 times 32, so 2 times 4 is 8, and then 2 times 0 is 0, 3 times 4 is 12, 2 and 1, 3 times 0 is 0, and the 1, 1. And we have to add these two, right? So this is 8, 2, and 1, and there's 1 decimal point here, so 1 decimal point here, so it's 12.8. So that's the solution for number 3, 12.8. All right, so next one, number 4 plus m when m equals 9.7. So 9.7 plus 4 or 4.0, right? It's the same thing. So this is 7 plus 0 is 7. 9 plus 4 is 13. So this is 13.7. So 13.7 is the solution for number 4. Number 5, h minus 3 when h equals 5.1. So this is 2.1 right away, but let's do it. So 5.1 minus 3, or 3.0. Right? So 1 minus 0 is 1, period, and then 5 minus 3 is 2. So the solution is 2.1. Okay. Number 6, 48 divided by g when g equals 3. Okay. So let's do it right here. So 48 divided by 3. So first we do 4. 4 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. We do minus, that's 1. And then 8 comes down. So what is 18 divided by 3? It's 6. Because 6 times 3 is 18. Right? So 16 is the solution for number 6. All right. Number 7, x over 8 when x equals 72. So 72 divided by 8, or that is 9. Why? Because 8 times 9 times 8, or 8 times 9 is 72. So the solution is 9. Okay. Number 8, 60 over d when d equals 1.5. So that is 60 divided by 1.5, or that's the same thing as 600 divided by 15, right? Because the decimal point goes one to the right, and then also here the decimal, this is 60.0, this becomes 600, right? So that's easier to do the division. 600 divided by 15. So 60 divided 6 cannot fit into 15, right? So 60 fits into 15 4 times. 4 times 4 times 15 is 60, and then the 0, right? So the solution is 40. 40 is the solution. Number 9, what is 4 over 9 times t when t equals 7 over 16? Now, when we multiply fractions, the numerator is the value on the top, denominator is the value on the bottom. If there is something that you can cancel out, please do. So in this case, 4 and 16, they can be canceled out by 4. Okay, so 4 becomes 1. Why? Because 4 divided by 4 is 1, and then 16 divided by 4 is 4. Okay, so 4 and 16 cancel out, by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1, and then 16 divided by 4 is 4. So what comes out to is 1 over 9 times 7 over 4. Now there is nothing we can cancel, so it would just multiply. So 1 times 7 is 7, and then 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, so 7 over 36 is the solution for number 9. Number 10 is 2x plus y when x is 3 and y equals 2. So we do 2 times x is 3 plus y is 2, so plus 2. Order of operations, right? It's always multiplication, division, then addition, subtraction, right? So in this case, multiplication, 2 times 3 is 6. So we do 6 plus 2, which is 8. Okay. So that's the solution for 10, 8. Now, then number 11, m over 5 minus n when m equals 4 and n equals 2/3. All right, so let's do it here on the side. So we do m is 4, so it's going to be 4 over 5 minus n, which is n is 2 over 3, right? What's the common denominator? The easiest is just to multiply 5 times 3. So these to 5 times 3 is 15, right? Now, from 5 to get to 15, you have to multiply by 3, right? So we have to multiply the numerator by 3 as well, otherwise it's not gonna, right? So 4 over 5 is the same as 12 over 15. Why? Because 5 times 3 is 15, 4 times 3 is 12. So the 4 over 5 is the same as 12 over 15. So to get from 5 to 15, we multiplied 5 by 3. So we have to multiply the 4 by 3. So this becomes 12. Okay, and then minus is the sign right there. And then from 3 to get to 15, we multiplied the 3 by 5. So we have to multiply the 2 by 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, so 12 minus 10 is 2 over 15. And that's the solution for number 11. All right. Number 12, 12b over a when a equals 2.4 and b equals 0.6. So 12 times b is 0.6. 0.6 over a is 2.4. Okay. So now 0.6 and 2.4 we can cancel out, okay? Because we know that 4 times 6 is 24, right? So we can cancel by 0.6. So 0.6 divided by 0.6 is 1. And then 2.4 divided by 0.6 is 4. Because 4 times 0.6 is 2.4. So this becomes 12, because 12 times 1, right? 12 times 1 is 12, over the 2.4 became 4. right? So because we divided 2.4 by 0.6, so now it's 4. Or that is 12 divided by 4 is 3. Why? Because 3 times 4 is 12. Does that make sense? Okay. And again, try to solve these problems on your own, and then pause the video and then watch the video and see, okay, okay, this is how I can do it. There are probably different ways of doing it, but hopefully with practice and over time, you can learn how to be more efficient and how to solve these in your head in a way, so you don't have to spend 2, 3, 4 steps, intermediate steps. But teachers, usually professors, they like to see, at least in Europe, where I originate from, at least they want to see the steps. They just don't want to plug in the solution. You can do it in the calculator, sure, but you have to understand the fundamentals, how something is what it is, where it's derived from. All right, 13. 4.5x over y when x equals 8.4 and y equals 1.5. So substitution, so 4.5 times x when x is 8.4 over y, and y is 1.5. Now, immediately you can see 4.5 and 1.5. Just think 15 and 45. Don't worry about the decimal, right? So 15 times 3 is 45, right? So in this case, we're going to cancel out 1.5 and 4.5. So we're going to cancel out these and we're going to divide by 1.5. So 1.5 divided by 1.5 is 1. And then 4.5 divided by 1.5 is 3. Okay, so this becomes really 3 times 8.4 over 1, or it's the same thing. We don't write the over 1, right? So this is 3 times 8.4, and now 3 times 4 is 12, 2 and 1 we remember, and then 3 times 8 is 24, and the one we remember is 25, and then there's 1 decimal point here, so 1 decimal point here, so this is 25.2. Okay, so that was the answer for number 13. Number 14, evaluate the power. Again, you can obviously do this in the calculator, but let's try not to use a calculator. So this is, the base is 0.5. So 0.5 times 0.5, how many times? 4. 3, 4. Now, what is 5? Let's not worry about the decimal. So what is 5 times 5? Is 25. What is 5 times 5 is 25. Now there's 1, 2 decimal points here, 1, 2 decimal points here. So this becomes 0.5, 0.25 times. There's 1, 2 decimal points, 1, 2 decimal points. So this becomes 0.25. So it's 0.25 times 0.25. Now don't worry about the decimal points. So what is 25 times 25? Is 625. And I'll show you in a second. It's probably a few of them that you have to remember. It's like, what is, I don't know, 12 times 12, it's like 144. It's nice to remember these, like 13 times 13 is 169. Then 15 times 15 is what, 225, I believe. And then I believe 16 times 16 is 189, and then 25 times 25 is 625. So it's nice to remember these, because in case like this, 25 times 25 is 625, and then you count the decimal points. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 decimal points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one more, and then period. So this becomes 0.0625, and that's the solution for number 14. Okay. Number 15. The base is 1/3. How many times? 5 times. That's what the exponent tells us. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have to multiply. So 1 times 1 times 1 times, so it's 1, right? And then 3 times 3 is 9. And then 9 times 9, so this is 9. And this is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. So this becomes 81 times this 3, this last 3 here. Right? So this is the same as 1 over 3 times 1 is 3. And then 3 times, so 3 times 1, and then 3 times 8. So 3 times 8 is 24. So the answer is 1 over 243. Okay, that's the answer for 15. Now 16, it's 4/5. So 4/5 times 4/5 times 4/5. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. But let's do it step by step. So 4 times 4 is 16 times 4. And then 5 times 5 is 25, right? 5 times 5 is 24. And then 4 times 6 is 24. 4 and 2. Remember, 4 times 1 is 4. And the 2 we remember is 6. So 64 over 5 times 5 is 25. 5 and 2 we remember. 5 times 2 is 10. And the 2, 12. So this is 64 over 125. Okay, so that's the solution for number 16. Now the other set of problems is evaluate the expressions. So 6 to the x power when x equals 3, so that becomes 6 to the third power, or that's the same as the base is 6 times 6 times 6, or that is 6 times 6 is 36 times 6. So that is 6 times 6 is 36, 6 and 3 we remember. 3 times 6 is 18 and 3, 216. So 216 is the answer for number 17. Okay. Number 18, 4y, the whole thing's parentheses to the squared. So that becomes 4 times y is 5, the whole thing squared. So what is 4 times 5? It's 20. And then the whole thing is squared. That is, base is 20, 2 times, right? Exponent is 2, 20 times 20. Now 2 times 2 is 4, and then the 2 zeros. So this becomes 400. Okay? Okay, 18, 19, a minus b in parentheses to the fifth power. So a is 10, so 10 minus, so 10 minus, b is 6, so 10 minus 6 to the fifth power. What is 10 minus 6? 4, right? 4 to the fifth power, or that is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, right? And then times 4 times 4 is 16, and then times 4. Or that's the same thing as, let's do 16 times 4 times 16 is 64. So what is 16 times 64? Let's do it on the side here. So let's do it on the side here. So 16 times 64. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So 16 times 64. 4 times 6 is 24, 4 and 2, 4 times 1 is 4, and 2, 6. 6 times 6 is 36, 6 and 3, 6 times 1 is 6, and 3, 9, right? 4, 6 plus 6 is 12, 2 and 1, 9 plus 1 is 10, so 1024. So 1024 is the answer for 19, okay? So 19, 1024, 1024. So that was quick, but let's do it again. So as I showed you last time, every digit you have to multiply to every digit. So 4 times 6 is 24. 4 and 2 we remember. 4 times 1 is 4, and the 2 we remember is 6. We're done with the 4 now with the 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So 6 here, notice how one digit we move to the left because we're doing the second digit. So 6 times 6 is 36. 6 and 3 we remember. 6 times 1 is 6, and the 3, 9, and then we're just addition. Okay, so that was number 19, and now we're gonna do 20, and 20 is 4m plus n cubed. So 4 times m is 7 plus n is 10 cubed. Okay, so 4 times 7 is 28. Multiplication table. 4 times 7, 28. It should be like this. All right. And then plus 10 cubed. That's the same as 10 times 10 times 10. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And then how many zeros? There are 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Or that is 1028. Okay. And why is it 1028? Let's do it on the side again. We have 1000 and we have 28. These are zeros. So whatever we have here, that's what comes down here. and then 1 0. That's why it's 1028. Okay, that was number 20. And again, you're gonna get to this solving quick, fast, efficient, correct is if you keep doing and solving problems, not 5, not 10, you do hundreds of these all the time, every day. And then your math skills will skyrocket, exponentially grow, and you're gonna do really well, not just on the quizzes, on the tests, on your exams, but also on your SATs, ACTs, and everything. So these are the fundamentals. You just can't skip lectures. You have to do it. You have to do the groundwork, and just have to keep solving problems in practice. All right, 21. 3 times x to the fourth plus 2y. Substitution, 3 times. X is 5. 5 to the fourth. Plus 2 times y is 13. So that's the same as 3 times. 5 to the fourth is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. So that is, okay, let's write it down. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And then plus 2 times 13, because it's multiplication, we can do this right away. So 2 times 13 is 26 equals. So here, 5 times 5 is 25. And then 5 times 5 is 25. And we know that 25 times 25 is 625. So this is 3 times 625. And then plus 26. And then 3 times 5 is 5. 1 we remember. 3 times 2 is 6. And the 1 we remember is 7. 3 times 6 is 18. So this becomes 1,875. And then plus 26. Now, 1,875. If we add 25 to it, it becomes 1,900, right? We are missing 25 to get to 1,900. This is 26, so it's 1 over. So this becomes 1901. Okay, that's how you do it quicker. Let's do it here on the side so you can see that that's the correct answer. 1875. So 1875 and 26. But I'm just going to say 25 and then plus 1. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10, 0 and 1. 7 plus 2 is 9 and the 1, 10, 0 and 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. So you can see that we are missing 25 to get to 1900 from 1875. And then this plus 1, because this is not 25, it's 26. So we have to add the 1. So this becomes 1901. Okay, so that's how over time, as you get the fundamentals, that's how you're gonna start thinking. And that's the point of these videos, to make you math experts. All right, next one, 22. 3 times y parentheses squared minus x squared. So this is 3 times y is 4 whole thing squared minus x is a 9. So this is 9 squared. So 3 times 4 is 12. So 12 squared minus 9 squared, or that is 12 times 12 minus 9 times 9. 12 times 12 is 144 minus 9 times 9 is 81. So this becomes from 80 to 100, we have 20, right? And 44 is 64, but 63. So this is 63, and I'll explain why. So here on the side. So 144 minus 81. So 81, you can say, okay, this is 80 plus 1, right? So if it's 80, from 80 to 100 is 20, right? 20 and 44 is 64, right? But it's not really 64 because this is 81, so it's 1 less. So it's 63. hope that makes sense. So if you want to do it, 144 minus 81 as it is. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 8 doesn't go, so it's 13. We borrow 1 from here. 13 minus 8 is, no, 4 minus 1 is 3. This is 14, sorry. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Then 4 minus 8 doesn't go, so we have to borrow 1. So this becomes 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. So 63. That's the same as 63 as what we got here, 63. All right? And that was 22. And we have how many? 3 or 4 more. All right, next one is baseball display. A baseball display case is in the shape of a cube. What is the volume of the display case if the side length is 9.8 centimeters? Okay, so we know that you just have to know the volume formula or expression. And if you have a cube, the volume of a cube is the side cubed. So in this case, the side is 9.8. So this is 9.8 cubed, or the base is 9.8. So 9.8 times 9.8. 9.8. So this is multiplication here. These are the decimals here, and multiplied by 9.8. So these 1, 2, 3, because the exponent is 3 and 9.8 is the base. So you can do this in the calculator, or if the professor or the teacher lets you. Otherwise, you have to do it on the side. So I'll do it on the side here. So 9.8 times 9.8. 8 times 8 is 64, 4 and 6. 8 times 9 is 72 and 6, 78. 9 times 8 is 72, 2 and 7. 9 times 9 is 81, 88. 4, 10, 0, 1, 15, 16, 9, right? And 2 decimal points here, 1, 2 decimal points here, then times 9.8, and then 8 times 4 is 32, 2 and 3, because 8 times 0 is 0, and then the 3, remember, is 3. 6 times 8 is 48, 8 and 4. 8 times 9 is 72 and 76. Then 4 times 9 is 36, 6 and 3. 6 times 9 is 54, 4 and 5. 9 times 9 is 81 and 5, 86. So 2, 9, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 9, 41 times, let me see if it is correct. Which problem was this? 23. So 23, yep, it is correct. Okay, it is correct. So it is 941.192. That's the solution. And since this is volume, it's centimeters, but it's not centimeters, it's centimeters cubed, right? Because it's the side cubed, so it's centimeters cubed. And that's it. So that's the solution right there. Okay. And again, if the teacher says, hey, you can do it in the calculator, you don't have to do all this math here. I know how you do multiplication, then sure, you can do it in the calculator. So maybe in future videos, so it goes faster, I'll do it in the calculator. All right, so 3 more. An item costs $C and 6.25% sales tax is charged. The total cost, including sales tax, is given by the expression 1.0625 C. You're buying a skateboard which costs $82. Okay, so that means the C is $82. What is the cost of the skateboard, including the sales tax? If there's no sales tax, then we know how much it costs. It's $82. But if we include the sales tax, then we have to add the 6.25%, or we have to use the formula. So it's just substitution. We have to substitute C in this formula, okay? So this becomes 1.0625 times 82. So whatever that comes out to, and that becomes 87 times $13. Okay, so that's number 24. Number 25, planter. You're creating concrete planters for a garden border by placing the concrete in a large cube and then placing a smaller cube inside. The amount of concrete you need can be found using the expression V uppercase V minus lowercase v, where V uppercase is the volume of the larger cube and V lowercase is the volume of the smaller cube. How much concrete do you need to make one planter? All right, so this is, the formula is V uppercase minus V lowercase. V uppercase is what, 15, right? 15 inches is the side of the larger cube minus the volume of the smaller cube is 11 cubed, right? So this is basically 15 times 15 times 15, and then minus 11 times 11 times 11. So you do this multiplication first, and then you do minus this multiplication here. So 15 times 15 is whatever, 225, right? Times 15. So you do that multiplication. Then whatever you get, you have to, 11 times 11 is 121 times 11. So whatever you get here minus whatever you get here is the result for 25. And the answer is 2044, and that is inches cubed. Okay. That's the answer for 25. And then 26, music. A music store sells new CDs for $13.95 and used CDs for $6.50. The total cost of buying X new CDs and Y used CDs can be found using the expression 13.95X plus 6.5Y. You buy 3 new CDs and 4 used CDs. Find the total cost. So the formula or the expression is 13.95X plus 6.5y. So new CDs, that's x. Okay, so new CDs is x, and that is 3. And then used CDs, or that is y, is 4 in our case, right? 3 new CDs and 4 used CDs. So you can see new CDs, 13.95. So this is x, that's new CDs, and then used CDs, so this is used CDs, is 4. So it's just a matter of substitution. So it becomes 13.95 times x is 3, and then plus 6.5 times y is 4. Okay. So 4 times 5 is 20, 0 and 2, 4 times 6 is 24, and 2, 26. So this becomes 26.0, and then 3 times 5 is 15, 5 and 1, 3 times 9 is 27, 28, 8 and 2, 9, 1 and 1, 4. So this becomes 41 plus 85, or this, the whole thing becomes 67.85, and this is the hours, right? So that is correct. All right. So if you like the video, this has been the third one in the series. If you want me to keep solving problems and teaching you math, and please like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.